Okay, mark. That's where the riser goes. Latch, whatever it's called. A lot of people might cover this with a router and a straight bit. I'm going to take care of it with a scroll saw. Renovating dark walnut wood putty. Sanding 220. I need to darken the color, obviously, but generally speaking, I love that. That color is just gorgeous. It's my favorite stain. But that's just like a base coat, for lack of a better term, to work with. Got this off Amazon for, I think, like 30 bucks. Great investment. It's only 1 inch wide, but it's got the name I associate with my projects, and it's got my signature. Here I'm drilling for the latch that holds up the door. Okay. Now what happens here is open the door, comes up like this. There, it locks in place. Kind of lift it a little to close the door. Put this is just a strip on the outsides of the 4 doors. Neutralize the stripper again. Now, I knew roughly what French polishing was. Never done before, but I took a very quick course at YouTube Community College, and I have a rough idea of what I'm doing. It's really only my second time using shellac, actually, as a finish, but we will see what happens. I think I got a rough idea what I'm supposed to do. Shellac and alcohol mixed together. A little bit pumice. actually kind of fun. I think it looks a little better. Quite messy on my hands, but I ordered this mahogany grain filler for obviously filling the grain on certain parts before finishing. See how it works to fill the gaps around here. Whoa, okay, I don't think I mixed that right. I think I put way too much water. Well, it does do the job of grain filling. Bella, get, this is very yicky. Bella, get away, this is very yicky. I have spent a couple days sanding and scraping and all that. Did not record it because I doubt anybody wants to watch me sand and scrape and chemical stripper and all that for hours on end. But okay, what I got here is this is not the natural color of the wood. I bought some grain filler because it's open grain, but at the time I got it, I believed this piece to be made of mahogany because the little bit of research I did, people with similar things online, theirs was made of mahogany. But I'm pretty sure that ours has a walnut veneer. So what we're gonna have to do is stain everything dark walnut, except the top, which is already walnut. If the colors don't match, I may have to stain that dark walnut too. Anyway, so when I got this mahogany colored grain filler, it's because I thought it was going to be mahogany, but we're going to hope that that stains the dark walnut color. I sanded this with 180 grit sandpaper. I didn't want to go to 220. Now this stuff seems real neat, but it's made by mixing with water. And I'm pretty sure this is oil. And oil and water, if I remember correctly, don't like one another. So we'll see how well it takes it. And this is the back, so this is going to be the least seen and the best to, I guess, experiment with. Dark walnut stain. Attempt 1. Now, gotta let it dry, see what it finally turns out as, but generally speaking, that ain't looking bad. And the client wants to have a more modern system. He wanted that cut in the back, but yeah, that's probably roughly what we're going to be getting. I'm doing veneer, cut it out into a approximate rectangle so that I can just fit it in here and then cut across these approximate lines. Look at that. Okay. Clean that up a bit. But, yeah. Put CA glue on. Because of where it is, putting on wood glue would not be feasible. Ow. There we go. Here we go. A bunch of other gunk on the walls that was left by the manufacturer because it doesn't matter, because there was a speaker here previously. Here we have the chip at the bottom of the leg, and here we have the chips on the side of the leg, fixed with Bondo wood filler, sanded down. Okay, these are quite long. They need to be shortened to fit in the depth of the hole that I drilled. Could only drill so deep, obviously because of the way the legs are shaped. Angle grinder. Yeah, the new product, never tried before, just arrived in the mail. Mohawk toner, extra dark walnut. Some of these are just not taking enough stain. So we're gonna try and even them up. Okay. Well, that's kind of cool. Yeah, there are little imperfections in the finish that I'm really not glad about. So I had this possibly brilliant, possibly stupid idea to use automotive polish. So we shall see how that works. I'm almost out of the amber shellac, so I'm going to do the interior with clear shellac, which I had on hand. I got the amber shellac specifically for this project, and I'm not going to bother with trying to French polish the interior. I cleaned the door pulls with Barkeeper's Friend. Unfortunately, that light sanding created just enough of a gap. These things go all the way in. That I needed to get a washer for it to fit with maximum snugness. I've been trying to use finishes in keeping with the time period. This shellac, you know, it looks great. It does an amazing job with grain filling, but really not satisfied with the amount of protection. So I looked into it, and lacquer became popular in the early 1920s. So I'm going to put a spray lacquer over it, and that's still in keeping with the 1924 time period.